around 11.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like mostly consistency rules, payout cap. Like they have it was kind of annoying at first, but then I was like hopefully they didn't kick me out because I complained.
No, they wouldn't
I
because they
was
need
like, this is
money. They make money.
stupid. This is stupid with the rules.
Well, that's what they say, right? It's the hardest thing for all the traders is the rules, sticking to the rules, being
Yeah, but
consistent.
hmm yeah, they also yeah, because like it's the consistency and then you just follow. I was like, okay, yeah, if you make at least like 1K 1K weekly, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
My, I'm trying to like think about my job, It's like I don't even make that money at my job, my previous job, so I should be happy.
Mm-hmm. Are you full-time trading now? Fully? Are you still
Yeah,
just Oh yeah.
full-time trading now.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I can't like do my job and then do this. It just
totally.
yeah. So yeah, it's just giving me time to make money too, right? When I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because like I can flip like 200, $300. That's like my job in a day.
Right. Makes sense.
So you can't even make 1K in a day at a job. Like you have to work at least two weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So weekly, right? We're gonna go from the week. Weekly close it above here, like support. It's close it bullish. Let's look at monthly. Monthly is from here. I'm gonna draw a line on here, monthly high and low. Right now it's in the middle of the month. This is monthly high, monthly low. This is weekly close already. So price is possible push it back higher to this level. So we're gonna break it down on a smaller time frame. So this is daily. You see how it's like it's inside this range on the daily, right? On higher time frame. So goal is like in between these from here to here. A pullback here, reject a lower, a possible pullback into this level. Uh, Previous support here. You see, resistant now. I'm gonna draw a line here. So like here, right? Look, zoom in. So this was previous support. You see how price came down here, one, two, and then eventually broke. So based on the day, prices likely pull back from 40, 45, and then continue going up and test this level again. And then looking for rejection around here at this price. Here, a little bit higher here. And then let's look at 4 hours. So 4 hours is like bearish, right? Below here. So we want to see how it's going to play out, right? Price rejected here, which was a previous high rejection here on the 4 hours, right? So it was 4570 was weekly previous weekly high, right? And then price push a little bit above the weekly high into previous resisting level. The 4570 was based on this level, right? I'm gonna go here. Based on this one. right? So price data rejection. So possible pullback into based on the 4 hours, technically price is still inside, like just right below resistance level. So I want to see in order for gold to push higher into this level, this one here, 4645. 4645, it has to break this level, but right now it's stated below resistant and possible pull back into 4520, right? 4520, and then we zoom in. These are levels, right? You see how when you zoom in, you can see the levels, right? From here, price hold here, bullish structure hold here. Buyers hold about this level. It was consolidated here, and then overall it hold this level, right? And then eventually broke out of 4515, previous day high, 4550 it broke, and then the pullback here, 4510, 4525 was one of the setup that we had. And then it went toward 4570, 4570, which is based on a previous day high here into resistance level, and then it went up a little bit higher for liquidity here, right? It pushed higher for liquidity, and then this is the rejection that we were looking. And it's also like psychological round numbers. So then usually when price hit this area, it's either a rejection. It's always going to react around this area and also line up with the previous rejection here, right? Below resistance level. So then this is the setup that we had for sell pullback right into this level. So overall, like right now, price pull back into support here. So 4540 is acting as support right now. This one, yeah. 4540 is acted as support levels, right, on these levels. So we when price market open, either it's gonna pull back lower to 4520, this level where it broke, right? Price broke 4550, 20, this area. 20 yeah, 15 here. Right, so then here based on this level 20, price likely pull back into this and then either hold here, continue going up, or it's gonna drop below here. But as long as prices hold it above 4490, bullish continuation from here, right? So it's gonna be a bullish continuation to the next zone, which is 4640, right? Break above here, we can like secure it, like let's say price pull back here, retest this level 4570, and then we want to see how it's react here, if it's gonna reject here again or trying to break high, right? We want to see price pull back here, and then test this level again and see how it's going to react here. If breaks high, breaks above here, then we are going to 4640 area. And then we're going to look for rejection here. So basically breakout, retest this level, and then continue going up from there. Or if it breaks out and then break below here, then we know price gonna do a full reversal, like downward to back to this level for 490, because this is now acted as major support levels. So as long as prices hold it here, bullish continuation from there, right? If price break below this level, then we know it's gonna pull back into 4430. 4430, 44 60, 65 where it broke. Right, this one is 65. Price broke here, broke high. So these are levels, right? We go based on levels and structure is based on levels. So that's all I look at, like, when you look at the charts. So then usually we want to see how price react or respect to this area, and that will give us the information that we need, or direction that we and the direction, right? So we know, okay, goal is respected these levels, so then it's gonna continue hold it here. Or goal is not respected this level, then it breaks below, then that's a shift of direction. So then we wait for price to like breakout retest, right? That's another process, a process, another process, right? So then if price is not respected this level, it breaks below, for example, breaks below here, right? It breaks and hold below here, then and then we can process in a way that, okay, this is a breakout retest. So then we want to wait for price to retest this area, and then we look for sell continuation, because that's the direction that prices choose it to go. Uh, Right. So then, for example, this one, the same concept, same idea. So if price break high here and close above here, then we know, okay, that's the information that we need, and that's what goal is giving us, right? So it's choose it to push higher and then hold above here. That means buyers are holding above here. So then we're gonna wait for price to pull back and test where it broke, and then that's where we look for buy continuation. Right. So if you this is like another strategy you can easily just follow through, right? And then you test it over times, and then it will build up your confidence. So it's like one or the other, pull back entry or pull back inside the bullish structure or bearish structure, like breakout retest. That's also another strategies, right? So if you want to trade, learn to trade on your own, or eventually, like, it's like sometimes it takes a lot to process, but if you just follow through one strategies or look at one trading session that works for you for your time. So let's say Asian session, or New York session, right? So you wait for price to break out, and then okay, that's okay, so then okay, buyers are holding here. So I'm gonna wait for pullback, and then that's where I'm gonna look for my entry. And then I'm gonna take profit into the next resisting levels, right? So that's how, like, either you take partial early or you hold it until it goes to the next uh resisting levels. And then that's where we look for it, because usually that's where the price gonna react. So then you want to take profit around this area. Right, so that's another strategies, right? So if you just want to be like, okay, I'm just gonna follow these strategies, and then I'm gonna see how it goes, right? Test it over times, um and then if it works for you, then it works for you. So then you can yeah, you keep this is just one of the way that you can make money in the market, right? There are many ways you can do, but if you find something that it works, then it's like it's money, right? It doesn't matter how you're gonna make the money, but if these strategies works for you, then that's the money that you're gonna make, right? That's how you're gonna make your money. So it's like mostly like spot, like learn how to like right now it's like support resistant, right? So we want to see support means it's just like prices hold it here. So it's buyers are holding this area. So support is like buyer hold the support, seller resist around this area. So then seller is holding below here, right? It just means support means buyer is holding here. Resistant mean sellers are putting pressure around this area, right? So we go base, then this is where we're gonna draw the line, and then we can see, okay, how price gonna if price as long as price is respected this area, then it's gonna continue going up, right? So then based on this level when the market opened, so from here to here, right, price was consolidated here. So if we want like a clean direction. We want a clean like confirmation. So then we wait for price to break high here and close above. Right. So price did broke eventually. It hold here. It was holding this area. Unless you want to like just enter from here and then see how it goes from there, right? So as long as like and then put your stop here, right? Below support levels and then just let it play out, right? So, and then if it breaks below here, you protect your capital with a small loss, right? And then if it play out, then it's just gonna continue going up from there, right? So it's just the strategy is like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do it, right? Or either I'm gonna wait for price to break out and then look for entry, pullback entry here. If price broke out, then I know buyers are holding up here. Then I'm gonna, continue going up, like, buy from here where it broke, or I'm gonna enter from here and then put my stop here in case price go break below here. Then I'm protecting my capitals, right? So I'm protecting my capital with the small loss. Right. And then or yeah, it's just like a different ways to process the market, right? So some people wait for either your strategies you want, you feel secure, waiting for breakout, retest, or you want to hold here and then just like put your stop here and just let it play out from there, right? Usually like okay, if we enter here, it's during consolidation, it's gonna move up and down. So usually we take partial around resisting level because that's where price gonna react. So resistant at this point it was 4 5 15 because that's based on previous day high. So then this is where we want to secure some profits. In order for price to push higher, it has to break previous day high for bullish continuation to the next zone, right? So here price did pull up here to this level, right? 4540, like 3540 around this area, right? So price did go up here and then rejecting, right? It pulled back, right? So then we secure some profit here and then eventually it broke, right? So it's just like every time price hit resisting level, it's react to this area. So then if we hold it from here or here, we already secure some profit and then the pullback would be so bad. And then we know that, okay, as long as prices hold it here, then it's going to continue going up. Right. So for next week, let's go to 5 minutes. Right now, prices pull it back into, right now it just sitting on support levels, but I want to see price pull back into 4 5 20 area here for liquidity, right? So this one is like support levels, but it could pull back lower to like to for liquidity grab here before going back up to test 4 5 70 again. In order for price to push higher, it has to break the levels, right? So right now, you see how like price pulled back here. It was like moving around here. It tested this level and hold, right? So it was like, okay, as long as prices hold it below 4 5 70, sell continuation here, right? So then okay, you hold it your trade from here when you got in here, right? Somewhere here, then okay, like I can hold longer as long as prices hold it below this area, right? Or some people would like either you look for entry here, right? Because prices resisted around this area, right? So if you enter from here or here, from here, then okay, if I want to hold longer, then okay, sales are holding below here. So as long as sales hold it below here, it's going to continue going down, right? So then that's how you hold your trade longer. That's how I hold my trade longer, right? So I know, okay, it's gonna continue going down. Sales are still holding here. Even the pullback, right? You see how price consolidate here, forming like minor support around this area, right? This area here, like here, right? From here to here, and then eventually break down and then pull back into this area. right? And then, okay, 50, 70, 50, 60, 70 area. So sellers are holding here, like each pullback is lower. So then you know, okay, I can hold my trade longer, right? So, uh, yeah, so then right now it's just sitting on support levels at these levels, right? And then the next one is around 4, 5, 20, 25 here. 2025 based on the wick here. But this was also our entry pullback, but some I think price push like continue going up, like just pull back just enough and then continue going up. Look, just right on 25, 26 area. But we want to see price pull back to this area pre-market open because sometimes gold just create a huge gap open. So usually like if we hold trades or then we want to put, especially over the weekend, we want to put like TP, like take profit. So then we want to see price react to this area before it's change like bounce or like spike up somewhere, it's like or it could be any direction. So then if it's going our direction, then it will just tap RTP and then continue doing what it's doing. But right now, yeah, we want to see price pull it back into here, this area, and then buy um looking for buy at this area. So 1 hour right, so here it's like lower high on the 1 hour, right? So pull it back into here and then possible like so let's say price pull back into here 20, 23, 25. Then we want to take part profit around 35, 40 here because that's the one of the key levels, right? And then deeper pullback into 4, 5, 60. That's another take profit levels. 70, right? So this is like swing. So it's more than it's 25, 35, that's 100 pips. Like 60, that's 30, 40, 40. So that's about 3, 4, 400 something pips. I think yeah, 20, 30, 40, 25. So about 350 pips, something like that. Um Yeah, so even 100 pips, right? 100 pips a day. Because especially if depend on what type of account you trade. If live account we can hold longer, but if some people do fund day or other account, then it's just based on how long you can hold your trades. Not based on how long you can hold your trade, but based on the rules and the your daily goals of the day, right? So you wanna have a goal, and that's a goal, and that's how you become consistent and disciplined. So then you know, okay, I complete my goal for the day. I'm done for the day. Yeah. So and then it's kind of like helping you tracking your daily goals, and then keep you accountable with your trading journey. So here like also like yeah, of course, like you have a goal, like having a goal for how much you're gonna make in a day, and then also a goal for how much you're willing to lose in a day, right? So if you like, okay, my goal, I'm okay to lose like $50 or $100 a day. And then if you go over that, or if you hit that target, then um you can either call it a day and then start trade again the next session or the next day, right? So it's kind of like helping you process and then plan your trading journey a little bit better, so then you know what to expect for yourself, right? um So here is right now price is like say below resistance area here. Um yeah, so next week we want to see price pull back into this area and then see how it's respect this area. Then we can go from there here, right? It's also based on levels, 25. Yeah, it's pretty much like support resistant price behaviors like where it's respect, where it's rejected previously is also where we want to take profits. Um right now, like how we spot support resistant is where price choose to price respect or reject, right? So and then there is different strategies where you can look for setup, right? Because we also do that on I'm also like trying to here, right? So in the classroom, we have these entry models, right? Of course, like it's important to know our bias and direction. So that's how we determine where we're gonna enter or enter for the setup. So what is like pullback entry? That's also another strategies, right? We can look for uh like pullback strategies, right? It's like the trend is bullish, so then the pullback. So we want to wait for price to pull back here. We don't want to chase, right? We don't chase. We wait for price to pull back into this area, right? So let's say it broke out this area, break of structure on like bullish structure like higher low, right? And then we want to focus on the nearest the structure, right? Because this one is already done. So then we want to focus on this one, right? So we want to see price pull back and respect here. But if price break below here and here, these levels, so then that's a change of direction, right? So but right now is the trend is up. We look at the 4 hours is bullish, day is bullish. So then this will be the pullback into either the 1 hour or 4 hours, pullback into support for bullish continuation. So this is also another strategies, right? That you can look for your setup, entry, wait for your entry, where you wait for your entry so you don't just enter anywhere, right? So then your risk will help you lower your risk. Um, and Yeah, so then this would be like it's a here bullish confirmation, trend is bullish, right? Entry is at the pullback here, right? So the trend is up, right? Trend is bullish, and then we have the bullish confirmation when price pull back into here and respect. That's a bullish confirmation. So then this is where we look for entry, and then you can put stop like right below here. Right, so break of structure, break below here, then it's the sh change of direction, and then it's also helping you prevent losing more money if it's going to continue going down. Because once gold choose the bias or change direction, it's just going to continue going. So then what you can do is just to prevent losing more money, then you just have to be able to identify these and then either cut your loss early or reduce your loss. Because it's gonna like based on your capitals, because if I have a small capital, then I'm just gonna get liquid, I'm just gonna blow my account, right? So especially if I have like $30 or $50, right? I can easily blow my account, even though price is gonna pull back into here. So this is like support de slash demand zone, right? So it's where prices pull it back here, price pull back to the level support zone, right? It's tapped here a few times, so then these become support levels. That means buyers are holding here, uh, enter on either like, because like you look for support levels, right? So if you want to see, okay, if price is respected here, and if it's going to continue going up and respected the level, the pullback should be a little bit higher than the previous low, right? So let's say price going up, and then it continue going up, pullback should be higher low, right? So then you know, okay, buyers are holding here. So then the next pullback would be where you look for your entry. Right. So also break and retest is also another strategies, right? So this is also another strategies you can use to test it out. And then, it's like what are the ways that you can make money, right? So if making like either breakout, retest, pull back. It's like tested out these strategies. These are strategies like literally where you look for your entry. That's a Those are the strategy. Most of the time, like waiting and waiting, right? So either wait for breakout, retest. Because during consolidation, then okay, we don't want to trade consolidation, then we wait for breakout. So then these will be the strategies that we want to use for during consolidation. So, okay, price is consolidated right now. Now we know price is consolidated. I don't want to trade. I don't feel good traded during consolidation. Then I'm gonna wait for price to break out and retest this level, and that's where I'm gonna look for my entry for continuation because prices push it higher. It's most of the time goal respect levels, right? um Technical levels like it respected the structure when it break that it just mean that buyers are holding up here, buyers are pushing here, so then we want to wait for the pullback, retest, right, breakout high here. You think you miss it out, but no, you're not missing it out here, right? So it's gonna pull back. You want price to pull back here, retest these levels. So when you learn how to process this, it will also help you regulate your emotion, like psychology, like a little bit better, so that you know what to expect, so that you're not like it doesn't really, because like sometimes it can be yeah, it can be emotional roller coaster, right? Especially with gold, like especially during consolidation, it's just gonna move up and down, up and down. You don't know which direction it's gonna take. So then, these will be the strategies that we want to use, break and retest entry. So then these will give us the confirmation, and then you'll feel more confident with your entry levels, and then where its price is going, right? So resistant now support, right? Resistant flip support. Every time price break resistant, flip support, right? So you want price to respect the support now, previous resistance. Now you want price to retest here, respect, and then continue going up, right? And then we're gonna put stop loss below where it's respect, where price broke, not right on the line, like right below it. So then you secure some profit around like you have protected your capital here for with your put a stop loss right below here because like you don't want to put your stop loss right at key levels because that's where price tap. So basically when you put your stop loss here right below with no rooms, usually either it will liquidate you uh liquidity sweep and then continue going up, right? So then you want to give yourself a little bit room. As long as price is holding here, the body close above here, above the resistance level, the candle body close above resistance levels because the wick is just where price react, right? It doesn't close. It has to close. The candle has to close above resistance for bullish continuation, right? So if because then sometimes like even though price dip below the key level, it's not necessarily mean break of structure, right? It just means price came for liquidity sweep, and then continue going up from here, right? So see, here, right? So this is another strategies we can use, looking for entry key levels, right? what is clean versus weak entry, right? So here, this is a clean entry example for bullish continuation. So then it's basically support resistant, higher high, higher low. Uh it just means prices respected these levels and then continue going up, right? So then okay, so if price pull back here, it continue going up, right? A break and then break these levels. So then the pullback would be another entry here. Higher low, low, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So structure is aligned, bullish structure is aligned, it's making higher high, higher low. So that we know it's a clean continuation from here. But here, the bullish here, you see how price is already far from any key levels, right? So we don't enter here. We want price to for a better entry key levels is like we want price to pull back. You don't want to enter buy around resisting levels, right? When price is already high, we don't want to look for a buy. We want to see how price react to this area. Either it's going to pull back and then respect these levels. Let's say pull back into support. We want price to pull back into support and then see if it's going to respect the levels, and then that's where we look for buy, right? We never buy into resistance, or we never buy when price is stalling like high. Even though okay, it's bullish right now, but price is sitting at resistance level, so then we don't want to buy into resistance, even though 4 hours is bullish, right? 4 hours is bullish, but also like where is you want to see where price is sitting right now at the 4 hours, right? Because 4 hours could push into bullish, right? 4 hours could push it into resistant levels. So then into resistance, we don't want to buy, right? We want to wait for price to pull back and see, especially like, okay, I do look at the candlestick and then the time, right? So 4 hours, how many like let's say 2 hours left. So price could will likely, if it's sitting in at resistance level, it is possible that it will pull back a little bit lower onto the minor support, like higher high, higher low on the 5 minutes, then either like pull it back into the minor support and then either hold and continue going from there, or full reverse inside the 4 hours, right? So we never want to buy into resistance, even though you see the 4 hours candle is bullish, right? So it's a lot of time is like waiting and waiting for the setup, waiting to see, okay, if price is gonna respect here. um Because like okay, first thing first, like okay, knowing where to look, right? So knowing where to look is also important. So you want to see price respect the structure, higher high, higher low, and then you want to look for the bias, which is like is it bullish or bearish? The daily is bullish or bearish, the 4 hours is bullish or bearish, and then you break it down to the 4 hour, the 5 minutes and 15 minutes. That's where we look for entry, because that's where gold is forming higher high, higher low, something like this, right? So because like when you look at the 4 hours, you will just see like one candle, right? So then break it down to smaller time frame, you can see the structure a little bit better. Yeah, so then we want to look for quality entry level based on the structure, right? Yeah, avoid chasing trades, right? I used to chase trades, even though, 'cause I didn't understand, right? So I didn't know where to look for entry, where price respect or reject. So that's my brain process the chart's a little bit different than now, but also like you want to see, okay, like I'm making progress, right? You make it progress now. You understand the way you understand charts from before and now is uh is it's way better, right? It's improving, right? So avoid chasing trades. So that's when you know, okay, I'm not gonna chase trades. I'm not chasing trades because you know where to look for your entry. So you're not chasing trades. You want to see where price can pull back and respect. That will help you avoid chasing trades because what's the whole point of chasing trades? Because if it's gonna pull back on you, right? So price pullback here, avoid chasing trades. Uh, like you want to wait for price to pull back into support levels if it's a bullish, if it's uptrend, right? You want price to pull back into support and then that's where you look for entry. So chasing trade would be like look price is already left. It's like up here. But also you have to see, okay, is it like right in, is it bullish into resistance right now? Is it seated at resistance level? So then that's where we avoid um and like enter like when price is moving because it's sometimes yeah it's gonna continue going up but there is no structure, right? So then you want to wait for price to form structure or pull back, and then that's where we look for entry. So yeah, a lot of time it's like waiting and waiting, waiting for your entry, waiting for the setup, waiting for waiting to see how price gonna react or respect at these levels. Um, and then these will help you become more disciplined and then understanding the charts and then build your relationship with the charts, right? So it's like, okay, I'm not gonna chase. I'm gonna wait for price to pull back here, or either I'm gonna wait to see if prices break a high, break a resistance level and hold here, then that's where I'm gonna look for my entry, right? So these are like different way to process based on the strategies, right? Breakout retest strategies or pullback strategies. Um, these are all the setup I put out like, every day, every week. But sometimes like price, there are days where price don't respect, right? But but overall you know that okay, you're not chasing the trades, you're not just entering anywhere. You follow your strategies, you follow your setup. If price break, then okay, it's the market, right? So you know that okay, you most of the time, okay, price pull back here, the trend is up, it pull back here, you put your stop loss here, right? You follow everything, right? So if, let it play out, take partial, and then like there are times where, yeah, price break out and then just, reject, like sharp rejection, um, and not respecting anything, but that's the market sometimes, right? Sometimes the market will do that. But overall, like you're not chasing, right? You know that I did chase these trades. I follow through what I need to do. I follow through my own strategies and my plan and everything, right? Um, so risk management, like how much you risk, how much, where to take profits, how to protect your account. Um, these are important too, right? And then what is trade management? It's like trade management is like after uh trade management is what traders do after entering a trade, right? When you good trade management help trader protect profits, reduce emotional decision, control risk, stay disciplined, but secure profit, right? Manage trade managements, secure partial profits is when you already locked in profit. So let's say you're TP1 or TP2. So you take TP1, partially take TP1s. So you already locked in some profits, and then the rest, it's also when you locked in profits, that's also help you reduce your risk because first, let's say you risking two trades of 0.05. So then you already locked in one trade. So then that means your risk is also reduced by 0.05, right? And then you also secure profits already. Let's say if price pulled back into your entry levels, then you already secured profits, and then your risk is also reduced by half of it, right? So before you would, let's say instead of risking 100, now you risk $50, and you also secure some profits. Right. And then another way is like move it stop to break even to protect your capital. So I usually do this when price already move, like, like continue going higher or go to the direction that it's decided to go. So then after that, I will just put my stop to break even. I don't want it like you don't want to put it right away because price could pull back and then tap your entry or your entry levels where you break evens and then continue going up. But some people, I know some people like to do that just for peace of mind. Um, so either you get stopped out and then you re-enter again if price continue going up, right? That's it's personal, right? But let it runner flows, like let it I'm gonna put some content here. So but like let it runner flows means this runner is the remaining part of the trade. So let's say you already secure some profits. One trade or either like I leave one trade for runners to go to the next zone, right? To go to the next or the last traded zone. If we were to buy, then the next zone or the last traded zone would be like the major resistance level or the last entry, the last target. Oh, where is it? Emotional manage emotion during trades. Because I know we all process trades to market a little bit different, right? Each of us process a little bit different. So basically, before like now I would process it emotionally, but on the technical levels, right? So I want to see price respected here. It's gonna go up and down, whatever, right? But as long as price is holding the structure, for example, like here, right? So as long as price is holding 44489, I know it's gonna continue going up from here. It means buyers is holding above here, so then it's gonna continue going up, right? So align your psychological like um process with technical like levels, right? The structure. So you want to see if price respected this area, then okay, it's gonna continue going up. Or if it breaks, then okay, it's a break of structure, then this is where uh I'm gonna cut loss or either like cut loss early, and then um you can always find we can always find another setup or another to recover. It's easier to recover when we cut loss early. Um compared to like okay, going from uh $50 to 100, right? $50 I could recover a little bit easy recover $50 easier compared to 100, but 100 will take a little bit time, right? So so then Noe went to like manage your emotional during trade. So we just align that's your psychological like with the technical levels, um and then understanding price, how price move, right? So if price is respected here, then and then when you follow through the structure, that's help you regulate your emotion during the trades better. um right, when to close trades early, right? Also important, right? Because sometimes market's gonna do what it's do. So like how do we know when to close our trades early, right? When to cut our loss early, right? So so one of some of the reasons to close trades early is like when the structure shifting, right? Change of structure or break of structure, weak momentum or strong rejection, that's where we want to close our trades. Because usually what happened is when gold continue chooses direction, it's just gonna continue going. It just once gold chooses the direction, it's just gonna continue uh, going higher, right? So then instead of like, okay, so that we know, okay, if break of structure or structure shifting, then we wanna cut our loss early, so then we can change and trade the other directions, right? Instead of holding and then for price to pull back into your entry, right? So then we trade the other direction. We follow the market, we follow the structure, right? So then um yeah. So yeah, it's helping you this is another way to protect our capitals, right? Um yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah, these are like really good stuff. I ordered my recorded stuff, but it damaged. They returned it back. So I need to order another one again so I can start recording and then give you guys a quality. Like it's gonna be like a short clip so that it's not too long and it's pretty straightforward and easy to understand. Just simplifies the structure and then this what it means and how to navigate the market a little bit better. um uh yeah, so but yeah, these are all the stuff that we deal with every day. So that's why I came up with all of these here, right? What is traded basic charts, what is buy, sell, pretty basic stuff. The candlestick, time frame, right? What is the time frame? Explain, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. You guys already, some of you probably already know this, right? So like higher high, higher low, what is trend versus pullback, what is break of structure. These are very important, right? So key levels is also very important to understand. And then liquidity, price behavior, liquidity, we get liquidity all the time, right? So we want to know what is liquidity sweep, what is breakout, fake breakout versus real breakout, rejection and price behavior, why patient matter, right? And then these are like what is market bias. These are all the important stuff, right? Trend continuation versus counter trend, right? Counter trend, like it's also one of the setup. Because we do trade counter trend. It's not necessarily mean all it can be high risk, but also if we look at if we caught it at the right time or at the key levels, let's say we, for example, here, right, bullish continuation, and this will be counter trend, but higher probability counter trend on a higher time frame, right? Because we sell it into we sell into inside the bullish structure on daily, but it's on it's rejected from higher resisting levels, right? So high like counter trend, but high probability counter trend. And then yeah, so entry models, like these are like strategies, like look at this one is very important too, right? Support resistant. Once you understand your support resistant, then you can look for your entry, right? Understand resistant, understand the bias directions, and then these are the risk management, and then well, of course, like risk management. These are all important stuff, right? So, and then how to manage your trades when it's after you enter your trades, also important. So that's the psychological parts after everything, you follow everything, and then how to manage your trades after that. You know, when you enter, how do you manage your trades? How do you, process emotionally based on the technical? You want to process based on the technical, right? Um, you want to be able to process the trade when it's run based on technical levels. That will help you um, regulate better, regulate the market better, right? Do you guys have any question for me? Uh, does it help? Like, does that help? Like, does it make sense? Do you guys have any question? Right, I know it's like this is a lot in one day, one session, right? Because but yeah, so I'm gonna try to add more content, more like so, it's like so you guys it will help you guys. So I'm gonna try to add like more videos. Right now it's basically just picture to visualize. Um Picture and then a short videos coming after. Slowly working on it. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for, just be so patient and just, wait, while I'm trying to put this together. Um, yeah, but it's getting better every day, and you should feel good about how far you come, and like track your progress, how you feel about the markets, your understand like how far you like like last week or a month ago and now, like how much do you progress, like what is your how do you how much like how much you improve, like it's like even though it's the small thing, then it's gonna add up. It's gonna you're gonna get better each week, right? Because like each week, a market teaches us every a lot of things every week. So then that's how we build relationship with the market. The like how it moves, how like helping us understand how it moves, and then how where it's respect, where prices react to here, what does it do, it's like so yeah, like over time, once you learn how to you process like these things, it will help you uh like navigate the market, like the charts a little bit better too, right? It's not going to be like 1 week, 1 month, and then, but sometimes it's just like it take it times, but then the more information you take it in, it will like slowly start to click, right? So yeah, uh, yeah. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm just gonna let you guys go for the week, and then if you have any more questions, just engage in the group, and then we can all learn from each other, right? So I'm also learning from you guys, right? So we can learn from each other there, and then everybody. Okay, sometimes we don't know what to ask, especially for newbies. So it's good to it's a good place for learning, and it's good. Yeah, okay. Well, you guys have a good day. I'm gonna let you go, and have the rest of the week. Okay.